Hello,
Hello,
Sat
Sat
Shri
Shri
Akal
Akal
ji.
ji.
Welcome back to our channel
And welcome back to another episode of Spilling the Cha.
where we answer all your frequently asked questions.
And on today's episode, we're answering your question on how our parents reacted initially to a relationship and how they've grown closer since then.
Some of you may already know that we both come from religious families with different faith and culture and language. That made it difficult in the beginning.
And because of that, our parents both had different expectations for us.
Both of our parents wanted us to marry within the faith, within the culture. So it didn't go well in the beginning.
My parents kind of assumed that I was in a relationship with Parminder from the beginning because we were hanging out a lot,
Yeah.
and I never hid that. So it wasn't that much of a shock to them when I did tell them that we were in a serious committed relationship.
Yeah, on the other hand, my parents had no idea that I was dating a Canadian girl, except my brother, who knew that I was dating Melissa.
When I finally did tell my parents that I was in a committed relationship with Parminder, they reacted a little bit disheartened and also skeptical
Yeah,
for multiple reasons.
yeah,
The first reason being the religion. The second was the language barrier because your whole family speaks a completely different language.
yeah,
They live across the world as well. And also the cultural difference. They were skeptical of how women are treated back in India
yeah.
and if they have equal rights to men. And so there were a lot of things that they were skeptical about and how we can merge our two worlds together. So at the beginning, they were not super supportive of it, which is, with all those concerns in the way, it's kind of, anybody would think like that. That
Yeah.
was how my parents reacted. They were like, whoa.
My parents were the same. I was afraid too, so I didn't even have the courage to tell them myself. I told my brother first, who's like 5 years older than me, and he told my parents that I'm dating Melissa, and they were also against it in the beginning as
All those differences.
yeah, all those differences. Also, they had assumptions that girls here go to clubs, party, and smoke and drink. They didn't know Melissa at that time that she's not like that at all.
No, not at all. Throughout the summer, we continued our relationship, and then in the fall, that's when I got accepted into the Lethbridge College in Alberta. And so I decided I was gonna move out there, but we were still gonna be together because we wanted to make it work, and we really felt like we were meant to be together.
Yeah. Then I visited her in Lethbridge a few times.
Parminder still pursued me, and the confidence that I was the one for him, that's what really softened my parents' heart, was his commitment to drive 8-9 hours. And it even got longer because winter was coming up and the roads were terrible. If you've ever driven from BC to Alberta, those roads are so scary to drive in the winter. And so, yeah, he drove those up to 10 hours just to see me. And not only did that, but also took me on dates
Yeah.
in Alberta when he had no idea about what restaurants there are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that much effort really spoke really loud to me, but also to my family, that he was not giving up.
Then her parents sat down with me, had a talk.
Yeah, they were
And-
open to meeting with Parminder, and so they invited him over to the house. And I was still in Alberta, and Parminder was living here in Trail, and he was so brave that he came into my house all by himself and sat down and had an interview with my parents. I still can't believe this happened.
Yeah, so then they saw my confidence and I answered all their questions they had in mind, and they were okay with the relationship after that.
Yeah. That really helped get to know Parminder better and also figure out what his intentions are, which are so genuine and pure from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it was turn for my parents. In 2018, I graduated from college and my parents came to my graduation, and that was also the chance to meet Melissa and her parents. That went really well. And my parents saw that how much we have in common despite our differences. They were also convinced that we were meant to be together.
So when we invited his parents over for dinner, we had so much fun. His parents tried new cuisine at my house, which I was so impressed with, like how open they were to come in and
Try new food.
try new food. And we played board games.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's just like a whole new experience. I was so impressed by like how your parents were so open to that, and also my parents as well, because of how open-minded they were to like hosting your parents and getting to know them. At that time, your parents didn't really speak that much English, so it was honestly like you were translating pretty much everything, and I was kind of worried that that would like throw off the vibes. Like they would be like, this is not going anywhere, I can't talk to them, they can't talk to me, but they were both so supportive and open in that moment, and I feel like that's what really allowed us to like form this like harmonious relationship that went really well for both parents. Even my parents learned how to say Sat Shri Akal. Your dad taught my parents that. That was a really sweet moment. I still remember because my mom was like this that day. We also put in so much effort on our sides, like whenever I was with his family or whenever he came here and with my family, we both put in so much effort to learning language, culture, traditions, what's acceptable, what's considered rude, you know?
Yeah.
We put in so much effort into learning that because that really goes a long way, and neither of us wanted to make a bad impression or be offensive to anybody. So that was like really helpful for us, I think.
Yeah, my parents were impressed by her, that how much she was trying and how much like respectful she was towards the family, the culture, and also trying new language, putting an effort to learn it. So now we both are so close to each other's parents, and they see that we are so compatible for each other. We were meant to be together.
Yeah, we have everyone's full support, and we couldn't be happier. We feel so blessed.
Yep.
And lucky that we're able to be together, and also to have our families in harmony with each other. We just never stop learning.
Ongoing learning process.
Yeah.
From both sides.
So that concludes today's episode on our question, how our parents reacted and our journey to merging our two cultures together. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something.
Yeah, and if you guys have any follow-up questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments.
We would love to hear your feedback, so please leave a comment down below. Please like and share if you enjoyed it.
Yeah, also let us know how you're liking this series so far. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.